What's good, y'all? It's your boy ggmpippen back in the building with some more Pippen locks and picks. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, do it up, do it all the way up for your boy. We gonna get right into it though. Yesterday, 1-on-1 day, lowest that we had the Bucks. Bucks should have won that. I ain't even gonna lie, I can't even blame it on Giannis though. Giannis had a great game. And if you watched my video yesterday, which I be telling y'all watch my videos, I gave y'all a bonus play. I told y'all Giannis over in points. And he went way over, to be honest with you. And I told you PRA, if you're scared, he went over in that. Simply, I ain't even gonna lie, I ain't see a matchup for him. We gonna put Obi on him? That boy ain't guarding him. That's food. That's food. Simply. That boy Dame though. Gotta do better. I ain't even gonna lie, it was looking real clunky. You kinda expect that because they're a new team, so I ain't really tripping over that, but it was looking clunky. Dame ain't have a good game. If he would have had a good game, they probably would have won that game. On the other side though, you have Pacers. You had that boy Tyrese talking about it ain't Dame time, it's my time. And you can't even get tight because the low key is his time, man. If you're not being biased, if you're not gatekeeping, if you're being honest, as of today, Shea, and Tyrese have been top 3 point guards. Real talk, top 3 point guards. Without them, their teams don't look the same. They really the driving force for their team, the engine for their team. So my boy Tyrese really been hooping this year. We got to start giving him his props. But the next game we had that we won, told y'all simply the Lakers gonna win that. That boy Braun out there, he tough. I ain't even gonna lie, man. He too tough. Like he really about to have an in-season tournament championship, man. Like think about that. Like, I know motherfuckers always try to play with him, and they gonna keep playing with him. Like in-season tournament, this. Man, he just a winner. Like he just a winner. Like simply, like he just a winner. He one of them. He gonna win by any means, man. He always gonna win. Like, and I ain't gonna. It's not like a winner always win every year, but Braun just always in that scenario. Like you always know Braun gonna be there, even when he ain't there some years. You know next year, like you still got faith. So I ain't even gonna lie. Braun went out there, cooked the Pelicans. I think he go out there against the Pacers, and he do his thing. Probably wins it. And I ain't even gonna lie, that boy KD said something like it's lined up for the Lakers to win it. What you mean by that, my boy? What you mean by that? You know something I don't know? You know something that we don't know? Like this what I be saying. Like what you really mean by that? It's lined up for the Lakers to win it. That's why I ain't even gonna lie. I'm thinking about putting my whole paycheck on the Lakers. Say some shit like that. I ain't even gonna lie. That sound like them Lakers is booked to win it. It sound like this is already known. So I ain't even gonna lie. I'm looking at the Lakers taking that. When the time comes though, we gonna break that game down all the way down. You already know that. But if you need my best plays today, and we got mad plays for today, because we got mad games for today. So if you need my best plays, comment down below or hit my social. You already know you can hit me on IG. Hit me. I'm gonna hit back, man. I'm gonna text you back. You already know. I ain't on no Hollywood shit. I'm texting everybody back, any and everybody. So hit me on any of my socials. I got you. Any of my plays, I really give you them. I ain't even gonna lie. I got some great plays for today. Like great. We got some great games for today. So with that all being said, we gonna get straight into this video, y'all. First game we got on the board here, we got the Atlanta Hawks +7 on the road at 9-11 on a 2-game losing streak. Then we got the 76ers -7 in the crib, 13-7, 1-game winning streak. One of the better teams in basketball. Joel Embiid has been hooping. I think he just had a 50 piece recently. But when I'm looking at this game, I'm not really looking at the total or any of the spreads. I'm really looking at the Trae Young over in assists. He has had over 10 assists in the last 4 out of 5 times they played. And I believe this is probably gonna be at 11, most likely at 11. So I'll definitely be looking at a Trae Young over in assists. That's my lock for this game. Second game we got on the board here, we got the Pistons +12 at 2-19, lost 18 in a row, worst team in basketball. That's horrible. Then you got the Magic -12 at the crib, 14-7 on a 2-game losing streak. They just lost to the Cavs and the Nets, but before that they was on a 9-game winning streak. They're a good team. They just got 2 bad losses. I believe they've been on the road for both of those. It is what it is. But when I look at this game, I really don't want to take the Magic at -12 because they have been on a 2-game losing streak, even though they back at the crib and the Pistons are the worst team in basketball. So if you asking me for a lean in terms of a spread, I definitely would lean Magic minus 12. But if I had to take a play in this game, and y'all already know what this game is nasty work. I am not gonna bet on this game most likely. But if I had to throw a side bet, which I probably would throw a little side bet on this game, I'm lying. Probably throw a little like $5 bet. But if I had to throw one and I had to parlay a little something, I would definitely take a Cade assist as my lock for this game for sure. Because last time they played, I believe he had 10 assists, and before that, I believe he went over his assist would probably be at like 7. So if you're feeling scared, bring it down to 6. But if you're asking me, my lock for this game would definitely be Cade Cunningham over 6.5 assists. Last game he had 10. I believe he definitely be going over that once again. Third game we got on the board here. We got the Raptors at -4 on the road at 9-12 on a 2-game losing streak. We got the Hornets at +4 at 6-13 on a 2-game losing streak. Simple. To be honest, I don't really bet on the Raptors on the road, but in this scenario right here, I believe this is a bounce back game for them. I believe they win this game. I don't want to take the Hornets. I don't really like playing the Hornets. There's no LaMelo Ball, so I don't really. That's like their engine. It's like, what's a car without an engine? It's nothing. It can't go nowhere. I mean, you can push it sometimes, but it ain't gonna go how these other cars are gonna go. So Hornets probably be a bottom of the league team again once again this year. So if you telling me, if you asking me what I'm gonna play on this game, to be honest, and I probably would play it, I'll be taking the Raptors on the road, even though I don't take it a lot. But my lock for this game would definitely be Raptors -4 bucket. Full game we got here. We got the Knicks at +6.5 at 12-8 on the 1-game losing streak, going against the Boston Celtics at -6.5 at the crib at 15-5 on the 1-game losing streak. When I look at this game, I'm not looking at a spread, but since I always give you a spread, I'll be looking at Celtics at -6.5. Celtics beat them both times this year. I'll look to alternate that though. I'll try to get that at 5.5, 4.5. Try to keep the odds below -200, but that would definitely be my lean for this game. My lock for this game, Jason Tatum over his points. When I just looked on FanDuel, it's at 28. That's why I make these videos at these times, because at these times, these points, rebounds, and assists, they be low at these times. Like I said, by the time the morning comes and game time comes, people pushing money, pushing these lines up. So Jason Tatum at 28 points on FanDuel. I'll be looking at Jason Tatum over 28. Last 2 times they played, which has been this year, Jason Tatum went over. I believe he had 35 the first time they played opening day, and the second time I believe he had 32, 33. So when I'm looking at this, Jason Tatum over is my lock for this game. Fifth game we got here, we got the Washington Wizards +9 on the road at 3-17 on a 3-game losing streak. One of the worst teams in basketball. We all thought Jordan Poole's gonna go over there and be hooping. He ain't been doing nothing. They ain't been doing shit. They trash. They dirt. I ain't gonna lie, they got blowed up too. The Nets -9 at the crib, 11-9 on a 2-game winning streak. The Nets been solid. That trade from Mikal Bridges has been solid as hell. I ain't even gonna lie. Then Cam Johnson, Spencer, Cam Thomas. My boy Cam Thomas is really a hooper. Like that boy, he been a little shaky as he came back from the injury, but first time ever come back from an injury, so he gonna get back to it though. He gonna get back right. Believe that. When I look at this game though, I ain't looking at a spread, but y'all know I always give you a spread, so that's -9. Simple. Try to alternate it down. Get it at an 8, get it at a 7. You already know. Try to keep it low, -200. That would be my spread play for this game. If you ask me for a lock, if you ask me something that I would play for this game, I would definitely be looking at Mikal Bridges over in points. Last time they played, I believe he had 28. His points should probably be at 24, 25. You know, you could always alternate it below, so you could always do that. So if you ask me for my lock for this game would be Mikal Bridges over in points. Book that. Next game we got on the board here, we got the Cavs at -1.5 on the road at 12-9 on the 2-game winning streak. They got the Heat at the crib at +1.5, 12-9 on the 1-game winning streak. You got the total at 218.5. When I look at this game, I'm not really looking at a spread, to be honest with you. Even though these are the type of games I like these spreads, to be honest with you. When I see spreads like this, -1.5, +1.5, that's because you get that 102, 106, around that range. Though you already know those the great bets when you get that range. So I definitely like these odds. But these two teams I don't really like they spot in this game. The Heat at the crib be iffy. The Cavs on the road be iffy too. So when I'm looking at this game, I always give y'all a spread play. Y'all know that. I will be leaning slightly, the slightest, towards the Heat at +1.5. But if you ask me for my lock, and y'all know y'all always do, I'll be looking at over 218.5. This team, both these teams played earlier this year. I believe the game was at 225. No, I don't even believe. I know it was. I checked. So when I'm looking at this game, this lock over 218.5, book it. Last time they went way over that, book that, easy play. Next game we got on the board here, we got the Timberwolves at -6.5 on the road at 16-4 on a 5-game win streak. The best team in the West. Who would have guessed that? Come on, Ant-Man really that man. But it's not only Ant though. Don't get fooled. My boy Cat been hooping. Rudy been hooping. Best defensive team in the NBA. You gotta give them props. You gotta give all of them props. Mike Conley, like Kyle Anderson, Nas Reed. Like they got a little squad over there. Do I believe they're gonna be a threat at the end of the year? Like we talking second, third round. I don't know. They'd probably be a first round threat, but I don't know if they go deep. But still a solid team though. Don't hate. Then we got the Grizzlies on the other side at +6.5, still without Ja, at 6-14 on a 1-game winning streak. I like the Grizzlies with Ja. Without him, not so much. So it's hard, but one thing when I look at this game, I definitely like a Grizzlies +6.5. I think I'm jumping out the window with that. I already know y'all looking at me like, what you talking about, bro? The Grizzlies at the crib, pretty solid. And it's so easy to just be like the Timberwolves -6.5. Like sometimes I feel like you got outsmart yourself. Like it's so easy to be like, oh, simple -6.5, boom, take it. But it's like the Grizzlies at the crib this year actually been competing with teams like when I told you about the Rockets. Like some of these teams got a great home fan base. Like Grizzlies got that. They got that. So when I'm looking at this game in terms of a spread, I would look at the Grizzlies +6.5. I'll probably try to alternate that up, get it at 8.5. If you're scary, don't take it. But if you always ask me for a lot, like I always do, I'm definitely looking at it. Anthony Edwards over in assists. Last time they played, I believe he had 7. I don't believe. I know he did. And he's also been dying this whole year. If you know, he know. He been dying. My boy Luke, he been playing like a point guard, shooting guard. Like he let Mike Conley run it sometimes, but when he needed to, he doing his thing. You already know he doing pick and pop, pick and roll, Rudy. Whatever he gotta do, he gonna do. My boy ain't a problem. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. One of my favorite players, to be honest with y'all. But when I'm looking at this game, I'll definitely be looking at Anthony Edwards over 4.5 assists. I believe it's at right now on FanDuel. Take it. Last time they played, he had 7. Book that, please. Next game we got on the board here, we got the Warriors at +4 on the road at 10-11 on a 1-game winning streak. And we got the Thunder at -4 at 13-7 on a 1-game losing streak. Thunder have been solid this year. As far as this year, up to this point right now today, Thunder have been a better team than the Warriors. We can all be honest on that one. Warriors have been up and down. A lot of people don't like the Chris Paul trade. I'm iffy about it. I mean, I could see the benefits it has, but I could see the downside. So if you're asking me, I think they got to make some serious decisions this summer, to be honest with you. I'm being just straight up. Somebody gonna have to go. Something gonna have to get, because you're not gonna waste Curry time. Like that's the main piece. That's the main thing in Golden State. Like Steph Curry, he got to have a chance to win. And if he don't got a chance to win, they gonna shake that whole shit up. So the Warriors ain't been a bad team this year, but definitely not looking to lay them +4 on the road. Definitely looking at the Thunder -4. If you're scared, take the money line. I still do believe though, at the end of the year, the Warriors definitely will probably get further than the Thunder. Thunder's still a young team. I like the Thunder. I think they're gonna be solid in the playoffs. I just think Curry, he that man when it comes to that time. When it's that time, when it's that pressure on you, Curry gonna do what he gotta do, and he gonna do it up. simply. So when I'm looking at this game, if you ask me for my lock would be the Thunder -4. If you scared, take the Thunder straight up money line. Simple. Next game we got on the board here, we got the Bulls at -2.5 at 8-14 on the 3-game winning streak. Then we got the Spurs at +2.5 at 3-17 on the 15-game losing streak. God damn, that's embarrassing. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't expect that out of the Spurs to see. I thought Wemby would be able to carry them. I thought Wemby would be able to actually get some wins. I thought he would have him around the plane. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I thought he would be solid, man. When I seen him, I'm like, damn, he might be the truth. Like, he might be the one, but they just really don't even got a good team. Like, they about to put Jeremy Sohan on the bench now. I guess that little experiment over. They gonna start Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell to me is like their second best player. I don't know why they keep playing with him. So I don't know what they gonna do. They're a weird team. I hope they figure it out. My boy Wemby is a problem though. Don't get it messed up. I promise you, Wemby is a different type of demon. But when I'm looking at this game, this is nasty work. Simply, let me put that out first. Nasty work. You know, I don't like these games. Two teams that I don't really like betting on. Two badass teams like shit. Like, you know what I always say about the damn Bulls. Suicide team. They looking like they about to blow it up. I ain't gonna lie. The whole team, they reporting everybody want to go to different teams. I ain't even gonna lie. I know that locker room wild mixy. I know they be coming in there grilling each other like, I ain't even want to play with you no more, bro. Word of my dad. But when I'm looking at this game, and I'm looking at it simply, I'm looking at the Bulls at -6, -2.5. I'm not gonna overcomplicate it. I ain't gonna think about it too much. I ain't gonna jump out the window on this one. I mean, if you want to jump out the window and take the Spurs at +2.5, you ain't wrong, to be honest. I mean, even though they're on a 15-game winning streak, man, you never know, man. This is this official line, like Spurs at +2.5 on a 15-game losing streak. Why they at +2.5? They're on a 15-game losing streak. Like, I don't know. It don't make no sense. But when I look at this game, I'm not gonna be playing this game, not a single play. I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all. But I always give y'all a spread. I break down every game. So when I'm looking at this game, I'm taking the Bulls at -2.5 on the road. Next game we got on the board here, we got the Rockets at +8. Their record is not 14-8. I made a mistake. Their record is 9-9. It's all good though. They're on a 1-game winning streak. The Nuggets on the other side at -8 at 14-8 on a 2-game losing streak. They just lost to the Clippers. Bad loss. That boy Jokic was looking horrible out there. I believe he went 9 for 32. What's going on, my boy? That's bad. You're supposed to have a 30-piece against them boys. And I called it. Go watch my video on that game. I said they're going to let Zubac guard him. That's Tyronn Lue game plan when he plays against Jokic. This is why y'all got to watch these games. Y'all just betting the bet. Y'all got to really watch these games. Watch them. Putting your money on it. Watch these damn games. And if you really watch every time they played, Tyronn Lue got this game plan of letting Jokic just go one-on-one on Zubac. Like, it's like a thing. Like, I don't even know what it is. Like, he real confident in letting Zubac guard Jokic. And he looked like he was right last game. Like, I ain't gonna say Zubac could guard Jokic now, but that motherfucker was looking like he could guard Jokic last game. I ain't even gonna lie to you, so it's tough. I ain't even gonna lie. That one blew my eyes. I had Jokic for 30 that game. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He could have had it. He should have had it. How many shots he took? He probably should have had 40. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So when I look at this game though, and real quick, the Rockets last one, I called that one though. The Rockets at the crib, different type of problem. I told y'all this, but they're on the road here, and that sort of gave it away. So when I look at this game, and I'm looking at a lot, I'm really looking at the Nuggets at -8 at the crib. You already know when the Nuggets is playing at Denver, they're a different type of problem. That altitude, motherfuckers can't breathe in there. So when I'm looking at this game, the Nuggets at -8 at the crib, it's a lot. The Houston Rockets won't be able to deal with that altitude, and they're going to get blown out. Mark my words. Nuggets -8 is the lock. Next game we got on the board here, we got the Kings at -1.5 at 11-8 on the 1-game losing streak. They're on the road. Then we got the Suns at +1.5 at 12-9 on the 1-game losing streak. We lost to the damn Lakers. That shit was rigged. All I got to say about that, Kevin Durant is out for this game though. Quick, I'll let y'all know that Kevin Durant is out for this game. I don't think he's playing. I believe he's not playing. I damn near know he's not playing because I seen it So it's hard for me to take the Suns right here. I ain't gonna be biased. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna be up here looking like a dickhead and saying, "Oh, the Suns about to take it," because I fuck with the Suns. So don't take the Suns here. It's a weird spot. Even though they're at the crib, I trust them more at the crib. I ain't gonna lie to you. But you got the Kings on the other side. The Kings on the road have been solid. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. They've been demons. Like the Kings last year on the road was the best team, I believe. Or top three. So they're a great team on the road. So if you're asking me for a spread play, which I always do, so I'll definitely be looking at the Kings -1.5 in the spread. But I ain't taking a spread here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Not my play when I look at this game. When I look at this game, my lock for this game will be Devin Booker over. Simply because Kevin Durant is not playing. Which means the ball is gonna be in Devin Booker hand more. Way more. Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant out. Simply Devin Booker over points. Devin Booker over PRA. Either one, book it. That's the lock for this game. Next game we got on the board here, we got the Clippers at -6.5 at 10-10 on a 2-game winning streak. They've been picking it up. Don't be a hater. After all the shit they was getting when they first put it together, they've been picking it up. They've been getting these wins, and they've been looking a little better. Paul George been hooping. Give him his props. Motherfuckers clown PG. I know motherfuckers clown PG, but PG been hooping this year. Actually been the best player on the Clippers all year. I don't care that they got Kawhi, James Harden, Russell. He been the best player this year, and you can easily look at it. Numbers will tell you that. If you're watching, it will tell you that. Any way you're looking at it, PG has been the best player. But on the other side, we got the Jazz at +6.5 at 7-14 on a 1-game losing streak. If you watch my videos, you know how I feel about the Jazz at the crib though. And you know, like, I'm brave with this betting shit, so when I'm looking at this, it's probably a nasty play. It's probably a jump out the window play. Motherfuckers would probably want to take the Clippers at 6.5. I won't blame you. I mean, if you want to take it, take it. But when I look at this game, I'm really looking at the Jazz +6.5. I'll probably try to alternate it up. I think they play good at the crib. The numbers tell me that. Last time I betted on them at the crib, you could go check the video. They won. So I can simply tell you that the Jazz at the crib is good. That's my really reason for taking them. So if you brave, take the Jazz. If you're not, take the Clippers. Whatever you want to do, do it. But if you ask me for my lock for this game, I'm definitely looking at the Jazz +6.5. They have been a great home team many years. We all know this. So take the Jazz at +6.5. Book it. Next game we got on the board here, and the last game on the board, we got the Mavericks at -8 at 6-14. They're not 6-14. They're really 12-8. I made a mistake, but they're on the 1-game winning streak. And you got the Trailblazers on the other side, +8 at 6-14 on the 2-game losing streak. The last game, the Mavericks won. If you watch my video, I told y'all take the Mavericks. Not only did I tell y'all to take the Mavericks, I said take Luka Doncic triple double. And what that man went out there and did, triple double at halftime. First player ever in history. That boy different. Top 5, man. One thing that bothers me about Luka, he don't really be playing too much defense. I wish he'd get it together on that side, to be honest with you. Because if he did, Luka could really be top 3. But let's get right into this. When I'm looking at this game, it's not one of my favorite games. I'm gonna be honest with you, because the Trailblazers is at the crib, the Mavericks is on the road. Mavericks is still the way better team. We all know this, but I sort of like taking these bad teams at the crib sometimes, because this is where they play better at. To be honest with you, and they give you these big ass numbers like +8, +10, +12, and I understand sometimes that they be hitting, but they be hitting a lot of times when teams be at the crib, like the better team be at the crib. So when I'm looking at this game, I'm really not looking at a spread, but if you're telling me to look at a spread, I'll probably be looking at the Trailblazers +10. I'll probably alternate it up, but I don't think I'll really be playing that at all. When you ask me for my lock for this game, I definitely will be going right back to that man, Luka Doncic. Simply, I'm going to be taking Luka Doncic over in points. That's my play for this game. Take that, simple. And that's all the games we got for today. As you see, we got mad games, which means we got mad plays, and if you need any of them, comment down below or hit me on any of my socials. Really hit me on IG though, that's where I be active. I'm gonna hit you right back probably instantly. So, but We got that Sunday coming up. You know what Sunday? That's that football Sunday. I really love Sundays though, cause I really get to sit there at work and just watch football. I be at work sitting there at the desk just watching bare football. Bare football. I ain't even gonna lie. I low key just recently really fell in love with football like 2 years ago. Like really, I ain't even gonna lie. Like football and basketball like this to me. Like I like betting on basketball more, but football, watching it, different type of sport. I ain't even gonna lie. Like I wish I would have played that type of sport growing up. I ain't even gonna lie. I would have been like a tight end. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I would have been like a Travis Kelsey. I'm amping it, but I promise you, I would have low key like for real, for real. But another thing I've been meaning to ask y'all, that in season tournament, how y'all been liking that though? I've been liking it. I like the playoff vibe. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, and it's better for FanDuel. Like a lot of these players been hooping. Like Tyrese, Giannis, Bron, like KD, like Anthony Davis. Like it's really been better for our pockets to be honest with you. So let me know how you feel about that in season tournament. And yeah, you already know. It's your boy, GGM Pippen, back at it with the Pippen locks and picks. And I'm gonna be back at it again tomorrow, y'all. Y'all be safe, y'all be good. You already know it's your boy GGM Pippen. I'm out of here, y'all.